Breaking news, FBI says it's investigating, quote, what appears to be an attempted assassination against Trump in Florida at the Trump International Golf Course. And Vice President Kamala Harris has already issued a statement in response to this FBI briefing. I want to break all of this down because it's happening quickly, but I'm going to stick with the facts. Make sure you leave a like on the video below. This article reads, the FBI said Sunday, today, it is, quote, investigating what appears to be an attempted assassination of former President Trump. The Trump campaign said earlier Sunday that the former president is, quote, safe following gunshots in his vicinity. And around this time, there was a lot of uncertainty. People thought that this was totally unrelated to Trump. People weren't quite sure until the FBI briefed us today. And people are still questioning the FBI's official statements, but I think when we start undermining the FBI in the same way that MAGA does, we're no better than them. So right now, we'll stick with the official reports from law enforcement and the facts. Quote, President Trump is safe following gunshots in his vicinity. No further details at this time, said Trump campaign spokesman Stephen Chung. This is the first time I've said the name Stephen Chung, and it's not him denying some heinous allegations about the Trump campaign putting babies in a blender or something. A person has been detained in connection with an incident at Trump International Golf Club, according to a law enforcement source. Watch this clip of the FBI brief in Palm Beach County, Florida.
How far away was the president? How far away was Donald Trump when this gentleman was caught and stopped?
Probably between 300 and 500 yards, but with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance. For the Secret Service.
So the gunman was between 300 and 500 yards away from Donald Trump before he was detained, and apparently the gunshots heard were from the Secret Service, not the gunman. Multiple sources said Secret Service fired at the suspect. Officials believe an armed individual intended to target Trump, according to sources briefed on the matter. A long gun has been recovered, according to the law enforcement source. Quote, there were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well. Trump wrote in a fundraising email Sunday afternoon, and that's exactly what it is, a fundraising email. Donald Trump is going to fundraise off this. He's going to milk as much empathy as he can, and it is okay for us to call that out. We can hold these two things in our heads simultaneously. Number one, yes, this actually happened. If the FBI is saying it and it's briefing people, then yes, we can trust them. At the same time, Trump is absolutely going to milk this, and he absolutely created the environment that allowed this to happen. Donald Trump ratcheted up the tension in American politics since the second he stepped foot into it in 2011, 2012. He said President Barack Obama wasn't born in America. Then in 2015, 2016, he chants lock her up at the RNC. He makes up nicknames for people like a kindergartner. Time and time again, he has made sure that the division in America is ramped up. The tension is ramped up. He made up lies about widespread election fraud. And I just want to say, the difference between Donald Trump and Democrats is that VP Kamala Harris actually expressed relief that Trump is safe after gunshots. Vice President Harris on Sunday said she was briefed on the reports of gunshots near former President Trump in Florida and expressed relief he was reported safe in the incident. Quote, I have been briefed on reports of gunshots fired near former President Trump and his property in Florida. I am glad he is safe. Violence has no place in America, Harris wrote Sunday afternoon on the social platform X, and that is a very mature, very respectful message, and that is exactly what America needs right now. I mean, when Paul Pelosi was attacked by a hammer, what did Donald Trump say? He said, where's Paul? Where's Nancy? The wall didn't work. He continued to sow this division in America, and Vice President Kamala Harris had a very similar reaction as President Biden during the other assassination attempt. The Democratic presidential nominee's remarks came shortly after the Trump campaign announced or confirmed the former president is safe after gunshots were reported in his vicinity in Florida. The exact nature of the incident is not clear, and the FBI said it appears to be an assassination attempt. Watch this breaking news video.
Alex, the FBI has just issued a new statement where it says it's responding to what it calls an attempted assassination of former President Trump. And that's obviously deeply significant because we have not been calling this an assassination attempt until now because of certain information that we lack right now. The FBI obviously believes that it was, that they offer no further details in that statement, and we're trying to get in touch with them right now to understand why they are calling this an attempted assassination against former President Trump. But that's what they're saying, and they have this person is in custody, and the FBI is responding, and so that's obviously a very significant moment in this story, an attempted assassination attempt of the former president. Alex.
Ken, let me ask you something, and if you're not able to answer this, I will go next to Frank Figliuzzi with the FBI, because this again is reporting you're saying from the FBI investigating what appeared to be an attempted assassination of former President Trump. The words attempted assassination, how broadly might that be applied? Because we don't have any indication that a shot was fired at the former president. Could it include anybody who may have wished to do harm, somebody who wasn't able to get close enough to do harm, but somebody who clearly had something terrible with their intent?
That is a very good question, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So for example, if somebody mails a package with a bomb to a rich person's house, and that package arrives outside the gate, the package doesn't actually get close to the rich person, say Tom Cruise, but would you call that an assassination attempt if that person sent the bomb with the intention of assassinating Tom Cruise? I think that you could, but let's see the answer.
Could that be classified as an attempted assassination?
Well, Alex, it would go beyond a mere wish or even a threat. Obviously, there has to be some plotting involved, and here you have a man with an AR-style weapon, so in the vicinity of the president. So that we know. We know those facts. What we didn't know or don't know is whether this person fired any shots or attempted to fire any shots and the gun jammed, what other information the FBI has from, for example, mobile devices, text messaging, and then there's this report from the sheriff of another person arrested on the highway. So the FBI obviously knows a lot more than we do right now, and they're calling it an attempted assassination.
And right now, according to all of the information we have, the only shots were fired by the Secret Service, and then the gunman dropped his rifle immediately, that very second. And I just want to end this video with something very important. I want you guys to stick around, because media literacy skills are important in this day and age, and a lesson that can be learned from this is to wait for the story to develop. Now, right when the story developed, there were so many posts and tweets and things I wanted to send out and say Trump is faking it, they're creating a story, this is all BS, but the thing is, you just wait a little bit, you wait for the story to develop, and you wait for trusted media, because the second that we start to draw conspiracy theories or draw our own conclusions based on facts that haven't come out yet, we're honestly no better than the MAGA people who immediately draw conclusions about the FBI or the deep state. And right now, what source do we have that is better than the FBI, the local law enforcement, CNBC, MSNBC, CNN, AP News, BBC? And I know a lot of people in the comment section are going to be mad that I made this video. There are going to be many people that say I'm falling for the Trump campaign's narrative, it is all fake information, but my question to them is, what is your source? What is your conflicting source compared to AP, BBC, the Secret Service, the FBI, all of these different independent organizations that have every incentive to point out that Trump is lying? You don't think that AP News would love to point out a Trump fake story? Of course they absolutely would, but they're going to go with the best information they have. So that is just some broad media literacy. If you appreciate that, leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button, and have a great day. Peace out.